During Thursday practice at the 2012 NASA Championships, there was a notable collision at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Here is a breakdown of that crash. This is Greg Panic in his 944 Porsche having trouble with his gearbox. Suddenly, Greg stops on the race course. Here is a view of the wreck through the windshield of Chris Street's Porsche GT3. Pay close attention to the pink BMW on the left side. Now look at the top of your screen for the fireworks. This footage comes to us from Todd Sloan's GTS2 Porsche. Fuel had spilled out on the race course from the initial impact. A passing car ignited the fuel, sending a wall of flame towards the sky. That is Jim Panties running out of the fire. Engulfed in flames, he extricated himself from his belts and got out of the vehicle, running to safety. Jim wasn't wearing a balaclava. He felt burns to his face and pulled his helmet off. From this viewpoint, you can see Jim Panties, who had just escaped fire, now run to the aid of his competitor, Greg Panic, who is still stuck inside his burning Porsche. With the interior of the Porsche filled with smoke, neither Jim or Greg with Greg's harnesses unlatched. The fire raged on at the rear of the Porsche. Finally, Jim asked Greg if his buckle was flipped the wrong direction. It was determined Greg fastened his belts on with the release assembly against his body. After what seems like an eternity, Greg begins to emerge from the car. Jim goes around to flip the kill switch on the Porsche as the car is still pumping fuel to the fire. Greg continues to stand next to the burning Porsche to unhook the lines from his driver's cooling system. Porsche worker arrives with a handheld fire extinguisher to begin to put out the flames. Both drivers take a moment to look over the damage to their vehicles. After seeing the extent of the damage, they both feel lucky. They're okay. You can see here the hellacious impact the Porsche took to the rear. The vehicle did not have a fuel cell, and from the melted fiberglass, you can tell how hot that fire got. Jim Panties' BMW looked like it had been hit by a car bomb. I talked with Jim to hear what happened.
The fire, his gas tank started leaking. I noticed that I didn't realize it was gas. I thought it was some kind of fluid. All of a sudden I hear a whoosh. Realized I needed to get out of my car as fast as possible. I got out of my car. Then I turned and looked and was looking for the other driver. Did not see him. And so, but I could hear screams. And so I ran over to the car, yelled, "Are you still in there?" And he said yes. So I ran around the other side of the car and did everything I could to get him out.
Here's a shot of Jim Panties' melted racing helmet. Let's watch the crash sequence one more time. Jim Panties is completely engulfed inside flames for approximately 13 seconds. After being on fire in his own car, Jim goes to another burning car to help a fellow competitor. Luckily for both these gentlemen, the safety equipment required by NASA saved both of their lives. Besides safety equipment, Greg Panic also has to thank Jim Panties. Jim's actions at the 2012 NASA Championships at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course is the stuff of enormous courage and compassion. Jim Panties defines the word hero.